Another Bible contradiction from an atheist. The claim is, does God lead us into temptation or not? The Bible apparently contradicts this. In James chapter 1 and verse 13, God does not lead us into temptation, whereas in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 13, he does. Well, let's read the passage. That's always the first and best thing to do whenever a Bible contradiction is brought up. James 1:13 says, "Let no one say when he is tempted, I am tempted by God. For God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he himself tempt anyone. But each one is tempted when he is drawn away by his own desires and enticed." So, very clear statement of fact. God is not the tempter when we are tempted. He is not tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 13, though, apparently God tempts people. Let's read it. This is a part of the famous Lord's Prayer. "And do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen." So for those of you paying attention, you probably didn't notice where it says God tempts people. The passage starts with saying, "Do not lead us into temptation," but notice this is in the context of a prayer. Asking God not to lead you into temptation would fit, since that's kind of what he does anyway. He is not the sort of thing that leads you into temptation. So unless the atheist is going to say that the Bible proactively encourages people to pray against the will of God, which is not what I think prayer is, then we would have a problem here. But here's the issue. When someone says that the Bible contradicts itself, it's saying something, that the Bible is canceling out an idea. A claim in the same way and in the same sense is both affirming to be true and at the same time canceling out another statement. If you assume Matthew chapter 6 is God proactively tempting you all the time, and that only through your prayers do you get him to stop, that's a very bizarre image. But if on the other hand you recognize the setting of Jesus' prayer and him encouraging his disciples to say, "Do what you always do, God, not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one," you're setting yourself up for success. Then you don't see a cancellation or conflict with these passages. You realize the atheist is misrepresenting Matthew 6:13 in order to put these passages in conflict. But unfortunately, we can read, and I hope that someday they learn to too.